ni sa pa ma ga re ni sa ni re sa pa ma ga ma pa da pa ma ga ma pa ma ga re sa सखी कलना पर कम है इस घर पहुँचन अरे पिया बिना जब से पिया परदेस गए मोरे जब से पिया परदेस गए मोरे रतियाँ कटत मोरे तारे गन गन अरे आने पिया Nini da pa ma ga re sa re ga ma da ni sa ga re sa ma ga re pa ma ga re sa ni da pa ma ga ni re sa ni da pa ma ga ni re ga ni da pa ma ga ni sa
Hello there. Welcome to the first session of Yamaha Music India. My name is Smita. I'm from Yamaha Music India. Yamaha is taking this initiative to encourage and contribute to Indian musicians around the world. Today, we have with us Mr. Adolf, a versatile vocalist trained in Hindustani vocals, and along with him, we have Mr. Glenn Fernandez, an accomplished keyboardist who also worked with Yamaha as a keyboard specialist. So today's topic is practice tools. So over to Adolf now. Thank you.
Namaste. First of all, huge shout out to all of you for being here and making it to this webinar. We have today attendees using laptops and mobile phones. जो लोग laptop use कर रहे हैं, you have two screens. On your right, you'll see the visuals, and on the left, you'll see me. But for the phone users, you'll need to switch in between. But don't worry, I'll guide you through. तो लैपटॉप जो यूज कर रहे हैं, ऑन द राइट साइड आपको विजुअल्स दिखेंगे और लेफ्ट साइड में एक छोटा सा चैट बॉक्स रहेगा जिसमें whenever I ask you something, it would be really lovely if you could answer back to me. Just type your answers and it will be really great. मोबाइल में भी आपको एक छोटा सा चैट बॉक्स मिलेगा. जब भी मैं कुछ आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ या आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ, अगर आप रिप्लाई कर सकें तो विल बी रियली लवली. Oh yeah, and before we begin, I'd like to ask you if I'm audible to you. If I'm audible to you, please type yes. Yes, हाँ, कुछ भी चलेगा. Okay, I can see some answers. And if you would like me to go on in English, you can just type English and I'll go on in English. अगर आप मेरी आवाज़ हिंदी में सुनना चाहते हैं, तो मैं हिंदी में बात करूँगा और इस सेमिनार को हम हिंदी में ले जाएंगे. Hindi, English. Thank you for replying back, and I can see Hindi and English. तो एक काम करते हैं, हम दोनों को मिक्स करते हैं and आशा करते हैं कि ये वेबिनार स्मूथली जाएगा. Okay. To keep fit, you need to exercise, and to get better, you need to hit the gym and use dumbbells. Similarly, with Indian classical music, we need dumbbells, but we need these tools, but not dumbbells. We need different Indian practice tools. So if you want to enhance your voice, अगर आप voice enhance करना चाहते हैं, if you want to develop vocal stamina, आप अपने right side में देख सकते हैं एक छोटा सा बच्चा है और आप जानते होंगे कि एक छोटे बच्चे के पास एक adult से ज़्यादा vocal stamina रहता है क्योंकि वो पूरे दिन रोता रहता है, गाता रहता है, इसलिए. If you want to have a better control on your voice, अगर आप voice पे control लाना चाहते हैं, मुश्किल होता है पर अगर आप सफल रहे तो वेल एंड गुड. अगर आप क्लैरिटी इंप्रूव करना चाहते हैं, क्लैरिटी का मतलब होता है जब भी आप कुछ गा रहे हैं, इफ यू आर सिंगिंग और इफ यू टॉकिंग, अगर दूसरे आदमी को क्लियरली समझ आ रहा है तो उसे क्लैरिटी बोलते हैं। तो इन सब के लिए प्रैक्टिस इज द की। तो आपने सुना होगा प्रैक्टिस मेक्स मैन परफेक्ट। प्रैक्टिसिंग विद द राइट टूल्स एंड टेक्निक विल हेल्प यू। तो मैं चाहता हूं कि आप जल्दी से मुझे 2-3 टूल टाइप करके दिखा दीजिए जो आप यूज़ करते हैं अपने प्रैक्टिस के लिए, या आप जब भी आप गाते हैं या प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, जो टूल्स आप यूज़ करते हैं, आप अगर टाइप करके मुझे बता देंगे। ओके, 2-3 आंसर्स आ रहे हैं। अच्छा, तो आपके स्क्रीन में आपको थोड़े प्रैक्टिस टूल्स दिख रहे होंगे। नंबर 1 है मेट्रोनोम, जो आपको काउंट देता है। एक घड़ी है जो आपको पता होगा, इट गोज फॉर 60 बीट्स एन आवर एंड 60 बीट्स अ मिनट। there's there's a laptop there, there's a cell phone, एंड एक म्यूजिक बॉक्स है। तो अगर आप मुझे पूछेंगे कि प्रैक्टिस टूल्स होते क्या हैं, प्रैक्टिस टूल्स में वेरी फ्रॉम योर इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स, आपके इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स हो सकते हैं, आपके सेल फोन के ऐप्स हो सकते हैं, आपके लैपटॉप के ऐप्स हो सकते हैं, या अपने ओन लिविंग रूम में रहने पड़ी हुई चीज़ें हो सकती हैं। इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूजिक में हमारे पास दो सबसे मेन प्रैक्टिस टूल्स हैं। एक का नाम है तबला, एक का नाम है तानपुरा। अगर आप अपने स्क्रीन पे देखेंगे तो तबले में दो मुख्य भाग हैं, एक दायां है और एक बायां है। उन दोनों को एक साथ बजाते वक्त हमें एक ताल मिलती है। ताल को हम इंग्लिश में बीट बोलते हैं, और इस ताल को अगर हम फास्ट या स्लो बजाएं तो उसको हम उसका लय बोलते हैं। तबला आपने देखा होगा फोक म्यूजिक में, बॉलीवुड सॉन्ग्स में, प्रैक्टिस में, भजन में बहुत जगह यूज़ होता है। दूसरा इंपॉर्टेंट टूल जो इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूजिक में यूज़ होता है वो है तानपुरा। तानपुरा एक ऐसा इंस्ट्रूमेंट है जो सदियों से यूज़ होता आ रहा है, जिसमें 4 स्ट्रिंग होते हैं, कुछ केसेस में 5 स्ट्रिंग भी होते हैं, जो जिस सुर में या जिस नोट में आप गा रहे हैं, उसी नोट को एक पैटर्न में आपको बजाता है और एक माहौल पैदा करता है जिसमें आपको गाने में आसानी होती है। तो ये हो गए हमारे 2 इम्पॉर्टेंट साज़, एक तबला, एक तानपुरा। पर गाने से पहले हम अच्छा, तबले से याद आया, मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ कि हमारे ऑडियंस में कितने तबला आर्टिस्ट हैं? अगर हैं तो अ, वेलकम, एंड जल्दी से टाइप करके बता दीजिए कि आप तबला बजाते हैं, कितने साल से बजा रहे हैं? 2-3 आंसर आ रहे हैं। 6 इयर्स। तो आप सबका वेलकम है। तो गाने से पहले हम साँस लेना सीखेंगे। आप पूछोगे साँस लेना क्या होता है? अगर आपकी ब्रीदिंग, इफ योर ब्रीदिंग इज़ राइट, यू कैन सिंग वेल। तो एक हम छोटा-सा एक्सरसाइज़ करेंगे। मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप मेरे साथ करें। हम 5 बार साँस अंदर लेंगे, 4 सेकंड तक उसको होल्ड करेंगे और फिर उसको छोड़ देंगे। जब हम साँस ले रहे हैं तब हम अपने नाक से साँस लेंगे, 4 सेकंड तक होल्ड करेंगे और मुँह से छोड़ देंगे। तो शुरू करते हैं। 3, 2, 1। एक और बार ब्रीथ इन, 4 सेकंड तक होल्ड करेंगे और फिर ब्रीथ आउट। एक और बार ब्रीथ इन, 1, 2, 3, 4 और ब्रीथ आउट। एक और बार, 1, 2, 3 और 4। आपने देखा होगा कि आप कितने रिलैक्स हो गए हैं, और इस एक्सरसाइज का बेनिफिट मैं आपको अपने नेक्स्ट सेगमेंट में बता दूंगा। तो उससे पहले वी हैव ग्लेन फर्नांडिस विद अस एंड ही हैज अ मैसेज फॉर यू।
Thanks, Dolph. Well, I hope you all are safe. This is the time where a lot of people are trying to figure out how to make use of this time. And seeing you all here makes me so happy. All musicians, all students, it's so great to have all of you all here. Well, I'm sure you will benefit from this webinar a lot. A big thanks to Yamaha for bringing this webinar session to you. Well, Indian music is so fascinating to me in just imagining having a tabla, tals playing in different variations. If you're learning Carnatic music, you're getting mridangam tals playing along. If you have like some tanpura variations, giving you that backing for you. And imagine how long can you practice? You can go on for hours and hours of practicing. Well, I also think sometimes, well, how about if you're having like an instrument where you just have a click of a button and you get harmonium playing, to help you. Well, the joy of Indian music will help you. I know you will have so many questions in your mind of where or how, how do we do it? But don't worry, just be patient till the next part. And I promise you, I will be back with Adolph and we'll answer all your questions. All right. So all the people who understand, for Hindi people, please इस सेक्शन के बाद भी प्लीज वेट करिए क्वेश्चंस के लिए. हम आई विल बी बैक अडोल्फ के साथ और वी विल डू ऑल द क्वेश्चंस दैट यू हैव. क्योंकि लॉकडाउन है, हम यहाँ से बाहर तो जा नहीं सकते, हम घर के अंदर ही बैठे हैं. अडोल्फ भी है, मैं भी हूँ, आप सब हैं. लेट्स मेक दिस अ फैंटास्टिक टाइम टू क्लियर व्हाटएवर क्वेश्चंस वी हैव एंड आई होप यू हैव अ great time. All right. So Adolf, first, can you just please tell everyone or explain to us what does the Riyaz, what's the idea of Riyaz for you?
Thank you, Glenn, for the information. Riyaz for me is the starting and the end of my practice. Riyaz को ऑब्वियसली इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूजिक में प्रैक्टिस बोलते हैं, पर जब आप प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं आप सब कुछ करते हैं. एंड जब रियाज करते हैं, मेरा प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट होता है रियाज से, एंड होता है रियाज से. ओके, तो लेट्स स्टार्ट सिंगिंग नाउ. आपने देखा होगा जो मैंने पहले गाना गाया था, उसका सुर जो मैंने लिया था वो था पांचवी काली, या जैसे इंग्लिश में बोलते हैं बी फ्लैट. अब हम उसको चेंज करके पहली काली या सी शार्प पे ले जाएंगे. तो आपने देखा होगा जब भी आप गाते हैं या कोई आपको गाने को कहता है, द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू डू इज टेक अ नोट. आप एक नोट गाते हैं या हम करते हैं, तो इसको हम आपका सुर बोलते हैं. तो इस सुर का पहला जो नोट है उसको हम बोलते हैं सा. हम अभी तबला ऑन करेंगे, हम सॉरी तानपुरा ऑन करेंगे. तो जैसे मैंने बोला था, तानपुरा आपको सुर देता है, आप जिस नोट में गा रहे हैं उसको आपको वापस प्ले करता है ताकि गाने में आसानी हो. तो इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूजिक में हमारे पास 7 सुर हैं, सा, रे, गा, मा, पा, धा और नी, जिसके नाम है षडज, ऋषभ, गांधार, मध्यम, पंचम, धैवत और निषाद. यहाँ पर मैं अभी 3 ताल लूंगा जो 16 मात्रा की ताल है. आप मेरे साथ देखेंगे. अभी इसके बोल हैं धा, धिन, धिन, धा, धा, धिन, धिन, धा, धा, तिन, तिन, ता, ता, धिन, धिन, धा. ये हो गया हमारा 3 ताल जो 16 मात्रा की काउंट है, और ये हो गए उसके तबला के बोल. तो अभी हम 7 स्वर गाएंगे. सा रे गा मा पा धा नी सा सा नी धा पा मा गा रे सा सा रे गा मा पा धा नी सा। ये 7 स्वर राग बिलावल भी हैं। Did you know the Indian national anthem, our Indian national anthem, the Jana Gana Mana, is also sung in राग बिलावल। तो अभी हम इस राग का आरोह और अवरोह करेंगे। मैंने भी गा के सुनाया, पर आपको पता नहीं होगा कि मैंने गाया क्या। आरोह, जब भी हम एक राग के सुरों को नीचे से ऊपर तक ले जाएं तो उसको आरोह बोलते हैं, और अगर ऊपर से नीचे ले आएं तो उसको अवरोह बोलते हैं। सा रे गा मा पा धा नी सा। एक और बार। सा रे गा मा पा धा नी सा। अब हम इसका अवरोह करेंगे जो ऊपर से नीचे आना होता है। सा नी धा पा मा गा रे सा। एक और बार। सा नी धा पा मा गा रे सा। बिलावल एक मॉर्निंग राग है जो सुबह गाया जाता है दिन के पहले प्रहार में, जो होता है 6 से 9 बजे तक। सा रे गा पा धा नी सा नी धा पा मा गा मा रे सा। पा पा धा नी सा रे सा नी धा नी सा नी धा पा मा गा मा रे सा। सा रे गा मा पा धा नी सा। I can sing comfortably क्योंकि I did my breathing exercises before। और आपने ये भी देखा होगा, जब मैंने तबले का वेरिएशन चेंज किया, मुझे गाने में आसानी हुई, मुझे इंस्पिरेशन मिली और मैं अच्छा गा सका। तो हमने अभी कर लिया है एक मॉर्निंग राग। अब हम करेंगे एक नाइट राग जिसका नाम है राग बागेश्वरी। कौन करत तोरी बनती परवा, कौन करत तोरी बनती परवा। मानो मानो हमारी बात, मानो मानो हमारी बात। कौन करत तोरी बनती परवा, कौन करत तोरी बनती परवा। ये एक बहुत लेट नाइट राग है जो मिडनाइट से स्टार्ट होता है। Did you know Mia Tansen sang this to Emperor Akbar in the 16th century? तो हम पहले की तरह इस राग का आरोह और अवरोह करेंगे। सा गा मा धा नी सा। एक और बार। सा गा मा धा नी सा। और अब इसका अवरोह। सा नी धा मा गा रे सा। सा नी धा मा गा रे सा। तो आपने देखा होगा कि ये राग बिलावल से थोड़ा डिफरेंट था क्योंकि इसमें सुर अलग लगे थे। इसमें हमारे सुर हैं सा, गा, मा, धा और नी, जिसमें गा और नी कोमल है। कोमल नोट का मतलब होता है एक शुद्ध नोट से आधा नोट नीचे। तो जब भी हम बागेश्वरी गा रहे हैं, हमारे गा और नी कोमल रहते हैं। सा गा मा धा नी सा, सा नी धा मा गा सा नि सा म ग रे सा नि सा म ग म ध म ग म ग रे सा ग म ध नि सा सा नि ध नि ध प ध प म ग म ग रे सा नि सा म ग रे सा नि सा म ग रे सा नि सा म ग रे सा आ हम बढ़ते हैं नेक्स्ट पार्ट की ओर।
You guys can hear me? All right. Thank you very much, Adolf. I hope you guys enjoyed the session as much as we enjoyed broadcasting it to all of y'all. It was a very short session we had, planned for this time. It's just because we wanted to see how many people can come in time. The next sessions are going to be much, much more detailed. A lot of more things are going to happen. If you think you want us to do, if you want me to do a particular session about something, the next webinar, please let us know, and we will try to address that in the next webinar. But first, as I promised to all of y'all, Adolf is there, I'm there. You have any questions, please, there's a right side for the mobile guys. If you have a small section where the chats are there, you just type in your question. If you want me to answer the question, just write Glenn and the question. If you want Adolf to answer the question, just write Adolf, and then you can type in the question, and we would be happy to answer all your questions. So we are waiting for your questions. Any questions you have, please let us know. Today's session about anything you want to know. If you have some family problems, we can't help you with that. But with anything, the keyboard, we can do it. All right, we have Pradeep Kumar, right? Are we right?
नमस्ते प्रदीप जी।
Pradeep has got this question of piano basics, Western music. Pradeep, we are doing the session on on the Indian music session today. So Western music, I think there are so many people there in this chat today, so maybe just a little off topic about it. But yes, for the next session, we will definitely talk about a little bit of Western stuff also. All right. We have Rohini. Please explain all the function of the i500 in detail. Well, Rohini, it's a long time to do that. um, that's going to be difficult. But Adolf, since
Yeah.
you've been using it, why don't you just just briefly talk about the i500 from your perspective?
ओके रोहिणी जी नमस्ते। आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा है पर हमारे पास टाइम बहुत कम है और एक्सप्लेन करने में तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं i500 में, पर मैं आपको डिटेल में तो नहीं बता सकता, पर ब्रीफ में बता सकता हूँ जो मैंने एक्सपीरियंस किया है i500 के साथ। तो मेरे प्रैक्टिस में मैं तो बेसिकली कीबोर्डिस्ट हूँ, तो मैं बजा सकता हूँ। मेरे साथ मुझे मिल गया एक तबले वाला, एक मुझे मिल गया तानपुरे वाला, तो मेरा प्रैक्टिस कंप्लीट हो गया। तो आपके फंक्शंस के लिए आपके पास टोन्स हैं, आपके पास 30 से ज़्यादा रिदम्स हैं, उसमें 4-4, 5-5 वेरिएशंस हैं, तानपुरा है जिसमें 4 वेरिएशंस हैं। तो ऑल इन ऑल सब सेट हो गया। तो प्रैक्टिस के लिए सिर्फ आप काफ़ी हो।
Exactly. Adolf, there's a question from Sunidhi.
ओके,
Sunidhi? Srinidhi. Sorry,
श्रीनिधि,
Srinidhi.
ओके।
She says, which is the, when starting to learn ragas, which raga should one begin with?
The basic raga in Indian classical music probably would be the rag Bilawal, as I've explained today, because it's a very basic rag and many songs are based on that rag. And if you have that one under your belt, I
Yes,
think you can just move on with other ragas.
exactly, exactly. I think today, when Adolf already explained about the Bilawal rag, I think that is the first beginning, right? To
Yeah,
start
that is the
learning
very
into scale.
beginning.
Yeah,
Very
you can
beginning.
use that also. We got a couple of questions running out. Can you take a session on arpeggios? Oh, definitely. Pradeep, yes, we'll do the sessions on arpeggios, definitely. Please explain some features of the I series. Well, Ranjit Roy, I mean, I would just say for you, there are videos online on the website in.yamaha.com. There's a YouTube link which says Yamaha Music India is the channel. They have all that details. You can watch the videos. They have all the features over there. We will do a webinar on the I series where you can join in and ask all those questions that I think you want to know. When starting to learn ragas, which should be done, we've done this question. How can we do a background music with i500 Yamaha keyboard? Is a question from Ridhima. Okay, so Ridhima, you want me to answer or you want Adolf to give you this answer? Ridhima, are you still there?
I think we
You
both
can
can
just
answer.
answer. It's fine,
Yeah.
Adolf, you can answer. No
Okay.
worries.
Yeah. So
Yes, she wants to know
it
how
totally
can you
yeah.
use the i500 to make background music.
Yeah, to make background music, it depends on the type of music you're doing. If you're doing a Bollywood number, you have Bollywood functions. If you're doing a raga based thing, you have tablas, you have tanpuras. If you're doing a Western thing, you have Western tones. And it just depends on what you're using and how wisely you're using it, because there are so many options you can choose from anyone.
Exactly. Like, just to add to what Adolf said, Ridhima, if you're listening to it, um, background scoring is about adding layers, adding to textures, adding to, a particular situation. For example, if it's like a sorrowful scene, you would want to use like a lot of strings, which you actually hear, a lot of piano and those kind of things. But having the i500, you can also use, instruments like Nadaswaram to give that kind of a feeling. You have got pungi, there are different instruments that you can bring in while doing background scoring, because foley is one of the aspects of background scoring. So you can use all these instruments to bring in that flavor of that, sorrowful thing, or you want to bring a happy. Probably you've seen the South movies and something happy, they have all these chendas playing, all these mridangams playing. I think that is what you got to use if you want to make something very happy, very bright kind of a way. So I think you can do a lot with it. And as Adolf explained already, that you can use these ready-made styles that they have. You can learn from them how the things are made when it comes to an Indian style, like a Western, whether it is a Punjabi or whether it is a Eastern style, all of that. Somebody says practicing alankar on various beats. Adolf, you have to
Yeah.
say something about that?
देखिए, it's the same way with practicing rags.
Okay,
If you have a certain set of notes that you're using as an alankar or a taan, जब आप गा रहे हैं, you play it once, you sing along, and there you go.
exactly.
It's a very basic thing to do, because if you're very good at keyboard, it's a plus point. But then it's very basic. You just have to pick the notes that you're supposed to sing, just play them along, and yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there's a question from Ranjit Roy. What is the morning rag? The morning rag, I mean, it's what we was sung by Adolf as the first section was the
Bilawal.
first
Bilawal.
Bilawal, exactly. So that was rag Bilawal. Okay. How to
So we have many
use,
many songs in the. It's divided in sections. So
right?
there are many songs that are sung in the morning, some in
Yep.
the evening, some late at night.
Right. Is it required to practice keyboard? Obviously, if you if you want to make muscles, you got to use the dumbbells again, right? So
Yeah.
similarly, if you want to play keyboard, you have to practice, because these muscles that you have, they are like these tendons that we have, and then we got to just keep doing it,
But if
practice
you're
every
not,
day.
yeah, if you're not a keyboardist also, and if you're a singer, you're a vocalist, you can use this instrument because it has everything. Trust me. Because as a singer, you know what scale is comfortable for you. You know what note is comfortable for you. You just put on the tanpura, press one button, sing along.
Exactly.
Select which rhythm you want, press a button, sing along.
True. The question from Rachel. Rachel, is it correct? Okay. How do you use tabla tanpura while playing? Do we get it in the style section of the keyboard? No, you don't get it in the style section. As the IA series, we have i500, i400, they specialize in this, the button called the Rias. So that is different from style. Style is more like having bass and having synth, and you have strings, that kind of a background. But this one is nothing to do with the style section. Okay, it's purely based on practicing your Indian classical music. So that is what it is. I have one more question, please. This is from Srinidhi. You guys got difficult names here. It's difficult to read them. While learning Indian classical music professionally helped me in Western music as well. Mm,
Yeah. Can I answer that?
yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
See, any kind of practice is good for your vocals. You have your Indian classical music. They, as I told you before, they help you improve clarity, improve vocal stamina. If you just use those things, that skill set, and use it in a Western context, you're good to go. So it
Exactly.
just depends, because I sing Eastern. My Indian classical music is my hometown, but Western, as any person would, I like to dabble in Bollywood. Bollywood is kind of Western too, nowadays at least. So Western, Bollywood, Eastern, anything, you need to practice one thing first, get good at it, take the skill sets from there, and use it in something else.
Yeah, I'll just add something for Sunidhi. Uh,
Sure.
you have the tabla, which is very complex when it comes to the patterns. So if I compare it with the Western playing, like if I talk about jazz, for instance, if I take the same 16 beat, like a teen tal, for instance, and use the groupings, right? It's a 16 group. So in case in Western, if you're playing, a set of notes, like 16 notes together, if I use the same, group patterns of the teen tal that the tabla player would play, and apply it on keyboard as notes, you know, it will be very similar to jazz phrasing chop. Very similar to like a line that you would hear very commonly, depending on the notes that you play. You know, um, it's those kind of things that you can apply, because Indian music has got a lot of ways of subdividing a set of notes, which in jazz it becomes really good if you're into jazz to play the kind of stuff. If you are looking at improving Western music, you can challenge to improvise a lot. If you're doing that, whether it's on keyboards, guitar, whatever, even vocals, you can do that. And also, if you want to add that extra edge to your playing, with Western, so you can just know where you don't step over. If you're playing like in a band, or if you're doing like a mix in a in a DAW, then you just know your space. All right, I have one question. Should one start learning by practicing alankars, or straight away start with practicing rags? Adolf.
I think you should go with alankars, because they give a texture to your voice. They give like a pathway to your voice. A rag is a specified set of notes and songs and stuff like that. But if you're taking, अगर आप अलंकार ले रहे हैं, आपके वॉइस को प्रैक्टिस मिलती है, जिससे आप वो राग गा सकते हैं। तो आप अलंकार से स्टार्ट करेंगे तो बेहतर रहेगा, इन माय
Right.
ओपिनियन।
Oh, we have Mr. Pralad. He's, I won't mention his age. He's mentioned his age, but I'll not mention his age. He's been practicing for the last 7 months, and recently started to learn piano. Wow,
Okay.
that's awesome. And using the i500, it's great. I do yoga just so that my voice at this age will be okay at least. Is it okay?
See,
Adolf, do you?
there's no age for you to sing. Music is eternal.
Yeah,
And
but
then
he's
if
doing
you
yoga to just make sure he's,
see,
health.
yoga helps in breathing, and as I've told you before, breathing helps in singing. So it's all
Exactly.
connected. If you're taking care of your body, your voice automatically works on it. It will work for you, and if you are doing something good to it, it will give you back.
Yes. Yes, I mean yoga is, it's really great. It just keeps you going as more as you can. You just, I think for singing, it's you also need to do like Adolph explained in the beginning, is to build stamina. 7 months that you're doing it, I know, building stamina. So Prahlad, you got to be there for the next session, because the next session that we're going to do, the next webinar we're going to do, is where we're going to talk about these things, about routines. We're going to talk about everyday exercises. We talk about keyboard playing. Okay, we'll talk about arpeggios. Definitely, we're doing it. It's going to be a bit longer webinar than today. Okay, so today was getting to know everyone, that kind of a webinar. But I think you guys are going to enjoy the next webinar a lot, a lot. Can we practice through harmonium? I mean, obviously you can practice with harmonium. There's no say about that. As a
There,
desire from initial stage, so how can I practice with Adolph's teaching? Okay, so
okay.
Hitesh has a question, Adolph. He says, as I desire from initial stage, how can I practice? Like
So,
whatever you taught just now, like whatever you shared, he says, how can he use that for his initial stage of practicing?
let's take it. You're not a keyboardist. If you're a keyboardist, that's amazing. But then, if you're just a vocalist, as I told you, you need to take a scale, anything that you're comfortable in. जो भी आप गा रहे हैं, उसका मैंने जैसे बोला था एक सुर रहता है। तो आपके कंफर्टेबल सुर में आप एक नोट लेंगे जो है सा, जो मैंने आपको बोला जो बिगिनिंग राग हैं, सा से सा तक जो आपके 7 सुर हैं, अगर आप उनको पक्के कर लेंगे, तो आपके वोकल में हेल्प होगा। और जैसे ही आप आगे जा रहे हैं, तो अगर आप इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूज़िक फ़ॉलो कर रहे हैं, तो राग आएँगे। You can get there's so much information about rags, there's so much stuff, you can just look it up, आप बुक्स पढ़ सकते हैं, आप नेट ब्राउज़ कर सकते हैं। तो पर बिगिनिंग जो है, वो आपकी पक्की होनी चाहिए। तो आप अगर उन नोट्स को यूज़ कर रहे हैं या आपकी बेसिक्स को स्ट्रॉन्ग बना रहे हैं, तो आपके लिए बहुत हेल्पफुल होगा।
Exactly. I totally agree what Adolph says. We have a question from Rohini. Again, is it necessary to use a sustain pedal for the I-500? Well, depends what instruments you're playing, Rohini. If you're using, for example, sustain helps you in different ways. If you're playing like strings, you can press the sustain, it will just give you that extra edge to change to the next chord while you just move your fingers. That makes it easy. Using pads, great. Using piano, definitely it's brilliant to use sustain. So if you want that extra sustain, I think you would want to use a sustain pedal, and I encourage you to use the sustain pedal. The FC5 is brilliant. It's very easy. If you like the piano type, then probably FC4 would be much more relevant to you. Okay. Can we change tabla scales?
Of
Definitely
course.
you can.
Yeah.
But the best thing is, in the I-500, you don't need a hammer. Okay, so Adolph, his tabla player always brings a hammer. Okay,
Yeah.
and even in my band, we have a tabla player. He brings a hammer, and many times at the airport, they'll have somebody or the other stopping him from not carrying this inside, in the plane. But it's a tabla player in the hammer. But in the tabla on the I-500, Adolph, can you just show quickly
Yeah, I can
by
show it.
just changing that? It would be really awesome for, who's this? I'm sorry. There's so many messages running there. Manish. Yeah, Manish. Yeah.
तो देखिए, अगर आप तबला प्लेयर हैं, आपका तबला एग्ज़ाम्पल ले लेते हैं कि सी शार्प में है या पहली काली में है। तो ये जो तबला मैं बजा रहा हूँ, वो है सी शार्प में। अब आप आप बोलेंगे कि आपको दूसरी काली पे आपके तबले का स्केल चेंज करना है, तो हथौड़े की तो ज़रूरत नहीं। आपके पास
Exactly.
जो नॉब है, आप उसको यूज़ कर सकते हैं और देखिए, आधा नोट ऊपर चला गया और अब दूसरी काली पे आ गया। तो आपको जो नोट चाहिए, वो आप कर सकते हैं, और आपका तबला उस स्केल में रहेगा, आपका तानपुरा भी उस स्केल में रहेगा। देखिए अभी मैंने तानपुरा ऑन कर दिया और तबला और तानपुरा सिंक में है।
Nice, nice. So I think, Manish, you understood. It's like one knob, and you just twist the knob. You have all 12 keys. You can go anywhere on the keyboard. Okay, I've never seen a board like that. While developing it, also we were very sure that we want to have that control to someone that they can move in 12 keys. Okay. Another question from Akash. I'm talking about online lessons for keyboard where music is taught based on Western music theory. Will it help in Indian classical music? Well, I have learned Raga Dhanaka separately to play Indian classical music. Akash, I think there are a couple of topics that you're trying to address about learning keyboard. Okay, so if you're learning keyboard, depends on what you are actually getting on to play. Like, for example, you're playing a keyboard and you would want to focus on just playing, say, gospel music, or you want to play popular jazz music or Bollywood music. So, depending on that, is what I think you should choose to learn something, okay,
Yeah.
to begin with, because there's never a particular course that you have to learn this and learn that, you know what I'm saying? So probably if you want to learn jazz, maybe you got to get into learning those modes and getting into scales and those kind of things. So it depends on exactly what you are getting into. So probably a musician that you can meet and speak with them and then tell them what kind of music you interests you, then probably they can guide you. Okay, this is what you should learn now and this is what you should try to build up. That's a better way of going towards learning something. Otherwise you'll be having so many things coming to you, you not exactly know how to approach playing them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I add?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So, all music, be it Indian classical music, Western music, starts from somewhere.
Yeah,
That basic is same for everything. So, imagine if you were to play, I don't know, if you were talking about Western, if you're playing something jazz, it would be the same as using the notes in Indian classical music. In this case, it would be sa ga ma ma pa dha sa.
exactly.
I hope that was very clear for you, because everything starts off from something, and
Yeah.
then it branches out in Indian classical music and Western music. And I hope you can take everything and move along with it.
Okay. Want to know as blues contemporary various forms of music in brief. Pradeep, man, we're not doing the I mean, we're not doing Western music today for the things. But yes, if you really think you want to learn more about this, probably we'll have a session where we'll definitely talk about jazz, blues, and contemporary music. Okay, because every topic is very very huge, and
You.
everything would need a webinar or two each to to combine all the topics. So I think in the future, yes, we will do something more regarding to these topics of yours. Sandeep, some teachers discourage students from using keyboard to learn singing and insist on using tanpura alone. Is this the correct way?
See, मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि I've been teaching for some time and keyboard helps you. I'm not telling कि कीबोर्ड ही सब कुछ है, पर अगर आपको एक पॉइंट से दूसरे पॉइंट तक जाना है और अगर आपको मदद चाहिए, तो your final destination is improving your voice and improving your singing. So if something is helping you do that, why not? You're learning something else. You're learning an instrument. You're learning how to sing, and I think that's a great thing.
Yes, I agree. I agree. So there's no stress, Sandeep. If your teacher is, see, there are different kind of people all over the world. There are pure people who do not think about doing other things. They just want the real stuff. But I always say this with many teachers that have taught me in the past and now also, that we have to accept something which is called digital world. If I have to sing right now, Adolph is talking through a microphone. That's digital, right? It's not real. So times are changing, things are getting better, things are going fine. Yes, teaching will always be pure, and the teachers will always be pure about what they want to do and their ways of learning, because they've come from a particular learning guru shishya kind of thing. So all due respect to all of that, And if you can afford to get a tanpura in your house and practice, there's nothing better than the acoustic instrument. The idea of having the keyboard with you is just that you have much more possibilities to do something. Okay, that means, as Adolph explained, and during the session that you've seen, you can have different variations of a tabla playing for you, just a fingertip, and then it becomes so easy. You can have so much of tanpura variations coming along with that. If you want to enhance and go out and record some stuff in the keyboard, you want to you want to branch out to playing with styles, and if you feel like doing some kind of a movie kind of music or something like that, so you have all those possibilities. There are many possibilities to add to racial, right? Racial's command does do the i500 does not have a multi-pad. Okay.
Okay.
It only it's available at the 670 onwards, 670, the SX 700, 900. That is all that it has. What should I eat and drink for singing? I mean, I eat everything. I just eat everything. I just don't drink cold water. I don't know what about Adolph, what do you eat and what do you drink? What you do not, what you should not eat and you should not drink.
Okay, as Glenn told, it depends on one person, but my personal opinion would be not to have anything that's oily, or not to have anything that's cold. I think
Okay.
these are just the two things that you should take care of. Because,
Exactly.
and then there's this thing also, if you're practicing, it'll just improve.
Yeah.
Like, if you're eating or drinking something, it's not that great in number. But if you're practicing, let's say 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening, it'll just cut it down.
Definitely. Definitely. So I hope you got the answer, Pralad. Hitesh has a question. For new learners, is 12 alankars required to be practiced?
See, the more the better.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the more the better. Uh, I'm not sure if I got your question properly, but then there was a number of things involved. When you're practicing Indian classical music, when you're practicing anything in for fact, the more you practice, the better. The more variations of it you practice, the better. And you just have to keep on moving forward. You just have to keep on adding things to your practice, because you can't just stay at one place. आप एक जगह पे नहीं रह सकते. अगर आप ऐड कर रहे हैं कुछ, अगर आप कुछ और ट्राई कर रहे हैं, तो आपके प्रैक्टिस के लिए अच्छा होगा.
Yes. There's a question from Pradeep says, I'm learning vocals. Should we focus on specializing particular set of ragas, or should we explore more ragas? Which is better?
देखिए, आप एक आइटम को सॉलिड करके दूसरे पे जा सकते हैं. मैं
Hmm.
आपको डिस्करेज नहीं कर रहा कि आप लाइक एक्सप्लोर ना कीजिए, पर अगर इफ़ यू हैव समथिंग बेसिक, बिकॉज़ अगर एक आपको घर बनाना है, तो फाउंडेशन स्ट्रॉन्ग रहनी चाहिए. अगर आपकी फाउंडेशन स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं है, तो आप जितने भी फ्लोर्स बनाएँ, वो घर वीक ही रहता है. तो अगर आप अपना बेसिक स्ट्रॉन्ग कर सकते हैं, तो हाँ, फिर मंज़िल ही मंज़िल.
Yes. I think Pradeep Kumar, you have to come for the next webinar, because all your questions that you're asking, I have a feeling that with the next webinar, whatever questions we're going to get out of the ragas and of the practice routines and how to take care of your voice, all that stuff, we're going
Yeah.
to share at the next webinar. I think it's going to be much more, encouraging for you to get the right path from what we've learned from. Okay. Um, Thank you, Manish, for your kind, compliments. Um, is it possible to play Carnatic songs on the keyboard? Definitely, is possible.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's possible. There's, a set of mridangam groups, like
Yeah.
patterns, which are like Mishram. There's Chatushram. There is Mishram, Chatushram,
Kandam, Mishram, Sankirnam.
Sankirnam, these
Yeah.
difficult ones are there. You also have got these Pakavaj groups also, which
Akvaj,
are
yeah.
played on tabla. So kind of you get that kind of idea of what is happening. That's what's from Varsha. All right. Can you please play
Any
a
music
demo
in general.
song showing especially on this keyboard? I mean, we just played one. If you just heard Harshal, I think you just came in a bit late, maybe, because I played in the beginning. We played at the opening of the show, and
Yeah.
right now also before we started the Q&A round, I also played the keyboard, so you could hear the sound. I will be announcing the YouTube links later on, and you can click on them and you can listen to them on headphones, and you will be blown away. All right, that's awesome. I think I completed all the questions in that list. I've
Mhm.
not missed even one. If I've missed any one of them, can you just write down again that, Glenn, you missed out my question? That'll make me feel more bad, and then I'll just go and search your question. But I think I've got everyone's questions down. That is brilliant. Okay. Just want to keep charging. Oh, sorry. Yes. Okay. Wow. I think we have any more questions coming in? Any more questions coming in? We'll wait for some more time.
Anything at
Some
all
more questions?
off the top of your head?
Yes. Because this is where I sleep, and this is where adult sleeps. So we can keep the camera on and keep
Yeah.
it rolling. When's the next session, Sandeep? That we'll let you know. Just in a while. Just in a while. Just hold on for a little bit more time, and we'll give you all that information. All that information you'll get. Disconnect these cables. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's just the beginning for me in music world, Pradeep. Long way to go. You will be attending webinars. Thank you so much for answering queries. Don't worry, Pradeep. We all are beginning. There's nothing, we never can never finish this. After a long break of music, what is the best way to restart? Harshal, I think what you've written there in the question itself has got the answer. After a long break from music, what is the best way to restart? Answer is restart. It's so simple, you know.
Yeah, yeah, but then
Yeah,
yeah, if you've taken a break, like if you stop music, if you stop practicing, you can never stop music. You're either listening to it everywhere you go, there's music. So you
exactly.
can never stop music. But then if you've stopped practicing, just practice with your basics until you have a good hold in your voice. Practice until I can see Glenn dancing around.
Oh,
Then
brilliant dancer. I have some
yeah,
cables running around in my studio
cool.
that are just jumping around.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So the thing is, you start with the basics, you work on them, you go front, because whatever you've learned, you'll never forget. It'll come back some or the other day. The thing is, you just need to start on the road and then just make your way forward.
Exactly. Exactly. So just restart. Harshal, there's nothing to worry with taking a long break. It's perfectly fine. I always believe that music is the only thing that can take you till the last, till you're when you're 100 years old. You will have music with you all the time. You will not be able to read, or you won't be able to play tennis, but you can listen to music and sing. You know, so that is something that you should. It's great that you're starting again. Um, Where's it gone? Where's the question? Vamsi says, how to use the ports, USB ports of the i500. Well,
Okay.
Vamsi, the question, I hope I got your name correct. Yeah, I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce it right. Okay, but I just think if you only use the USB ports, there are many functionalities. You can save your registrations to it. You can load registrations to it. You can load songs. You can save songs. You can load samples. You can record audio samples. There are many features of it. We will be doing a webinar on the usage of the i500, like how to build up. Like before the lockdown, I used to do a lot of workshops to improve your playing, right? That means I used to show different kind of tricks that you can use on the I series. So during the webinar, we will be doing this a lot, and your questions really, really important. And the i500, how to use it, that webinar we will be doing soon. Okay, so all of you will are definitely invited because now you're family, right? We already met the first time. Now we're going to meet again, and the second time we'll have the i500 and whatever questions you have related to the i500, like how to use it, what can we do with it, all this kind of stuff. We will do it in the next session, definitely. Yes, Stephen, thank you so much for your appreciation. Rohini, also, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, we have Adolf, all the way from a long way because right now everything looks a long way away.
Love.
So it is really kind of Adolf to make time for us, like for Yamaha, for me, and we practiced a couple of times to make sure we can bring the best possible, um, you know, content for you. And definitely with the contents today that we received, definitely it's going to be great. There is a link that I'm going to share with you that you can reply back in any session that you would want me to address to, or you want Adolf to do something like that. Please let us know. We will be definitely taking that in consideration, putting it into the next webinar, and we will get back to you with that webinar. And I'm really excited for the next webinar, and I would really want you to see you all and much more people also. I know we've got little less limit of people to come in the room, but we will have a more bigger room next time. Okay, so we have more people coming in. Okay, so I really thank you all for coming in. Thank you so much for joining the webinar and sharing your questions and all these things. I will quickly get back to the session here. Where's it gone? Yeah, we come there. Yes. So before I end the session, the Q&A session was brilliant. Thank you so much for all your uh, questions. Uh,
Questions.
Few information that all of y'all need to check. First of all, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Okay, so you get all the updates. Everything will keep coming over there. You got to check your latest videos on YouTube. There's a channel called Yamaha Music India. That's a channel. And there are two channels, Yamaha Music India, and there's another channel called Yamaha Global. So these two channels are there. Please visit the channels. If you're a YouTuber, please subscribe. You can always get updates, and you want to check anything with Yamaha, it's all there. The website is there, in.yamaha.com. You can visit the website. You got all the details there to answer all your questions. Your next session will have a lot of things. You have everyday practice routines, you have vocal exercises, you got raga scales, you got finger exercises. Okay, so I'll be sharing some of my tips that I use when I'm performing live, and every day what I do for warming up my hands, and for teachers, especially if we have some teachers here. How many do we have any teachers here? Can you just quickly just put your, just type, yes, I'm the teacher. Just write down there. Can I see any teachers there? Do we? Yes. Oh, we have. Okay. So for the teachers, this innovative learning would be really, really attractive for you because then I will be sharing innovative ways of trying to teach the students with new ways of teaching. Okay. Using the keyboard to help you always. And with Yamaha, we would like to end this webinar. It was really a big pleasure for us to host this and broadcast to all of you. Okay. I will
Yeah.
quickly play the ending song for all of y'all, so all of y'all can enjoy the amazing i500. So thank you, Adolf, and thank you
Yeah.
everyone for joining
Thank
in.
you. You've been a lovely audience, and अगर हमसे कोई गलती होगी तो please माफ कीजिए, और we would love to have you on the next webinar.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you very much. Enjoy the song.